Good morning and welcome to another episode of Miracles with Mary Ellen on the Ask Mary Ellen YouTube channel, where you will always find inspiration, motivation, and truth to help you through any day or any issue you might be going through. This week I always think long and hard on what topic I'm going to bring to you. And I always pray and ask God, probably what do you need to learn? And I was reading a book or watching something, and it came to me that humans, and I'm going to use humans for this broadcast, are really interesting creatures. One might be kind and the other might be greedy. Another human might be generous and another stingy. One might be compassionate and the other one critical. One might be accepting and the other one judgmental. We are all very, very different. And I'm not saying that that's bad. It's not. We are different because we are all unique children of God or the universe or whatever you want to call us. And we are people of differing opinions and differing values and differing cultures and different foods. And isn't that wonderful? But one of the most interesting things that I find about people and that I want to bring to you today is the many reasons and excuses people give to justify something that they did or they're not doing or the life they're living. There's always a reason. There's always an excuse. If anyone comes to you and starts going, well, I don't mean to give an excuse, but, well, they just told you what they're going to do. They're going to give you an excuse as to why they were late or why they didn't show up. Or, I really have a good reason for that. Well, your reasons don't matter if somebody was really counting on you to do something for them. And they have reasons for eating unhealthy food, eating fast foods, not having time to exercise. And they always blame the other person. If something goes wrong in their life, well, it's not my fault. He kept me from doing this and I couldn't do this. Well, if you made the choice, if you made the decision, yes, it is your fault. I hate breaking news to you. If you blame the other person, like I was saying before, there's one finger out, three fingers back. And the three fingers always look at yourself. Humans seem to like their reasons and their excuses because what are you taught since you were little? To have reasons and excuses. And these humans, it leads to you becoming a victim of someone or something. Now, I understand this very well because this is probably the way I was brought up. Not that I considered myself a victim, yet I think my family did. Because when I was a child, when I was little, I went from one illness to another. I would have a cold that would turn into bronchitis. Then I'd get the flu, and then I'd get pneumonia. And I remember when I was very little, probably about 5, I had a fever of about 104 or 105. And back then, the doctors came to the house. Yeah, that's a long time ago. And my family put me in a bathtub, and I was probably delirious because I don't really remember it. And I just remember ice being poured over my whole body. And I remember my family holding me down in the ice. And I think I probably passed out after that. And about a year after that, I was diagnosed with the epilepsy. Okay. Now, for some reason, I didn't consider myself a victim. Even though my family did, I might have been too little to even understand the word victim, but that thought really didn't even ever cross my mind. The other things that humans do is, and I did this for a long time, so, I am just as human as any of you that are watching this presentation. I kept asking God, why? Why me? Why can't I just be normal? Why can't I just be like other people? Why? Now I went through my divorce. Why? I got diagnosed with MS. And by that time, I stopped asking God why, because I understood that there is no why to find. You can search for a why high and low. And let's say you're diagnosed with an illness and you search for a why. Your relationship breaks up and you search for a why. Or something else happens and someone dies and you search for a why. Well, even if you do find the why, you're still going to have the diagnosis. Your relationship will still be in shambles, and the other person will still be dead or crossed over. So, wasting time wondering about the why is unnecessary. It's just like worry or regret. You really want to let that why go. What you want to do is learn from it. See, the why does not make a difference. What does matter and what will actually change your life is the strength you show in taking responsibility for your choices, your decisions, and your responses and your actions. Let me say that again. What does matter and what will change your life is the strength you show in taking responsibility for your choices, your decisions, your responses, and your actions, letting go of the why and learning from whatever is in front of you to go forward. People pray to God all the time, and I did. God, why? Please just tell me a why and I'll be fine. And God was quiet. God was quiet because he knew that the why was my lesson to learn. That was what I was supposed to learn. If God, it's like if a teacher's teaching something and she gives you the answer to it, you don't learn the concept. You know the answer, but you didn't learn from the lesson. And it's the same with searching for a why. People stay stuck. They give themselves, quit being a victim of lack of money or abundance, lack of education. I'm a victim of the COVID pandemic. I'm a victim of an illness. I'm a victim because I lost a loved one. And people come to me all the time and they'll say, well, you just don't understand, Mary Ellen. I just don't have time. I don't have time either. I make time. You have to make time for the way you want your life to be. There are a million reasons not to shine your light of love upon our world. But there is only one reason why you should. And that's because you are unique. God-given purpose is for you to be here, is to shine your light of loving inspiration upon our world. So quit giving yourself reasons and excuses and blaming someone else and looking for that why. And learn, be peaceful, and shine your light of love upon the world. Until next week, this has been Miracles with Mary Ellen. Go to askmaryellen.com, which is my website, for anything you'd like that's on there. There are blogs, there are books, there's videos, there's all kinds of stuff. And be happy, have fun, and quit searching for the why. There is no why to find. Okay? Be your unique, different self. Have fun. I'll see you next week, and thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, or wherever it is, subscribe, and tell your friends. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.